All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the episode of Old Reader, New Reader. My special guest today is not an unusual face, not an unknown face to the channel, obviously, but
It's Over New
Reader. Miss Astonishing Melanie herself.
Hi.
And it's the first time it's been just you and me, which is fun.
Yeah, because I was on for work, and I felt like something else. I think I've only been on twice.
No, you're on for Sandman.
Sandman, yeah, that's what it was.
Which now I've got to read more Sandman, because the first time it didn't stick. But then the second time I read some Sandman, which is just like volume 5 or whatever, A Game of You.
Yeah.
Loved that.
Yeah.
So now it's opened up a whole new world. Like maybe, and that's how it is, right? You need the one. I'm always waiting for that one thing that gets me, and then I'm good.
Yeah.
Like Star Wars. I never cared about Star Wars. Ever.
Wait, what hooked you? What made you care about Star Wars?
Well, I liked The Mandalorian, the show.
Oh, okay.
But even that wasn't enough. I was like, this is cool. But then they started bringing in like stuff from like other cartoons or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I watched Star Wars Rebels, the cartoon, and fell in love. And then it was just like, it's a slope.
So it's a whole universe building situation, right?
Yeah, because I'm not a big movie fan. I'm sorry for anyone in the chat who's going to like
Star Wars fan.
I'm not big into the movies, but
wait. Okay, let's see. Finally can watch some of these live and comment too, since I finally made a dang account.
Well, now I'm nervous because you're a Star Wars fan. I'm kind of like,
no, we'll just right. Well, so to preface this conversation, like I'm just kind of I don't have any strong feelings for or against Star Wars. Like, I completely understand people's fandom. So, Maddie, I was thinking it'd be cool if you try to convince me tonight.
Yeah.
To be a little bit more passionate about it and regale me with the things that, really speak to your heart about it. And
that's so much pressure.
No pressure. I'm not here to tear it down. You just share your passion.
Yeah.
Like I shared Sandman, and you're like, so thank you, Gabriel, for watching it. Hi, everybody. And how many times will me and you hit the button at the same time? Let's count.
It's very possible because I was already going towards. I could see you, and I was like, okay, no.
I'll drink my Starbucks, you drink your mead, and then we'll make a drinking game of it.
Yeah. My bad ahead of time. I'm drinking a friend's homemade mead, which is wonderful, but also very strong. So if there's a face every time I drink it, that's why.
It smells like honey. It's so good.
I know, it's so good. So tonight we are talking about Star Wars Princess Leia by Mark Waid. So this is a limited run series. It was only 5 issues. The art is done by Terry and Rachel Dodson. So Terry did the penciling, but his wife did the inking.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't even read that.
Yeah, so they do a lot of work together. I even have like a shirt. Look at that. Terry Dodson, Wonder Woman.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I was excited because Jordi Belaire's on colors, and she does colors for a lot of books I really like. Like she's working on Buffy right now.
Oh, okay.
And I love Buffy. But yeah, so this is a short run. I'm a big Mark Waid fan anyway, so this has been recommended to me a ton. I haven't read it. So people were like, what Star Wars book you're going to read? I was like, I don't know. And like, we'll read Princess Leia, obviously. I was like, oh, okay. So
I was asking Omar, like, okay, what else did Mark Waid write? And I don't know if I've read anything by him. I know the name though.
Yeah, well, you would love his stuff because, like, he's done. Oh my God, where's everything?
He mentioned lots of big Fantastic Four and Daredevil.
Yeah. And, his Superman book was one of my favorites. That really got me in. But he's really good at like he's a very good character driven person. Like he really understands characters over like some writers are, to them they're the big picture story over the characterization. But Waid understands that a lot. Like he's very much into like, let's explore the character. Let's talk about them. Let's have some fun moments, some relaxed moments. Like let's really focus.
Yeah, that's a good word. I could see that describing this book.
Carly asks, this is considered canon? I don't know much about Star Wars comics. Yes. So since this is a Marvel comic, so all of the like current Marvel stuff is canon. So like before Disney got in with Star Wars and all of this, there's a different canon, and now there's a new canon.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Which makes a lot of fans really mad. It's fine for me because I don't know any different.
Right.
I'm like, that's nice.
Oh, and Jessica said his Archie was super fun and accessible.
Yeah, his Archie's really good.
That sounds kind of more my speed in terms of his writing. From what I just know from this, I think I would enjoy that.
And it's all, I think most of it's on Comixology Unlimited too. And for people watching this, Princess Leia is on Comixology Unlimited, so you can read it that way if you have it. And again, it's only $5.
Right here.
So it's like $10 for the trade or whatever. Gabriel,
yes, that's really good.
First Tuesday live stream. Thank you.
Yeah, cool. And I see Lionheart in here, and James. James is so helpful. And Spock is Daddy. What did you change your name to? As is Daddy Kenobi Hayden.
Hayden's been watching Star Trek.
Okay.
They messaged me and they were like, "Hey, so is Spock supposed to be hot?" I was like, "Yeah, Spock's supposed to be hot."
Yeah. Was that coat on? We saw Spock's coat from the movie. Oh, which movie was that? It's cold and he's wearing a coat. Which one is that?
I don't know.
Well, it was his coat. We saw him at the Children's Museum at school. I was like, that's a real good coat.
So I guess, so Princess Leia is just about her. This is after, oh my gosh, I don't remember any movie names ever. Okay, it's after The New Hope.
I can't.
It's at the end of The New Hope.
Yeah, because it starts right with the medal ceremony.
Right. Yeah, so she's giving the medals.
Yes, I appreciate that. I was like, oh, I'm so on board. I know what's going on.
Yeah, right? It was good to tie it. Because a lot, like, I don't know how Marvel does so many comics about Star Wars, because you can only fit so much in between those movies. And yet, apparently, according to Marvel Comics, they have so much time to do all this stuff. But basically, this is just her. It's just centered around her. So it starts off right after the medal ceremony. She's got a lot weighing on her because her planet was just blown up. Not good. And she's ready to kind of get out there and help the galaxy and go for adventure. She's very much adventure focused, but that doesn't really look good to a lot of people, Alderanians, who are alive, who followed her. They're like, why isn't she crying? Who is this person? Why isn't she properly grieving our people? Yeah. And that's when we're introduced to the other main character of the book, Yvonne.
Well, wait a second. I thought that was a really valid point, because you could see things from okay, so we're with Princess Leia, right? We're like, dude, don't tell her how to grieve. You can't tell a person how to grieve. But then if you see it from their point of view, she's the princess, and then maybe to them it translates into, well, you don't care. Right. Like it's like a misunderstanding. So I was like, oh, that's a really good point.
Yeah, and I think that becomes a really good narrative throughout the book too, because we get a lot of Leia isn't necessarily a typical princess, and that's a big thing throughout. Even with we get some scenes with her dad where she's younger and she wants to train and fight and she wants adventure, which is always a big drive of hers. She wants adventure just as much as the rest of the team, which I like that they're putting that in there, because you don't get as much of that sometimes in the movies. But
yeah, I like those scenes with her dad. She's like,
And so, of course, when she's grieving, the first thing she would do isn't just to cry and mourn. It would be to go kick some ass. She's like, no, I need to get back out there and do more things for people.
Right. Save the how do you say Alderanians? Is that
I would say Alderanians. I don't know.
Alderanians. Okay. I asked my mom during lunch. How do you say this?
That's I have no idea.
Oh my goodness! Listen, if I could just interject really quick,
she's
a huge Star Wars fan. She has a BB-8 purse. She had she's had multiple Star Wars purses. She buys the Star Wars Lego sets, and she has the Millennium Falcon. She's got 2.
That's so cute.
She went from years ago that were this big.
Yeah.
And now it's no. It's the one she's got now is a Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
I don't even know if my arms reach that far.
That's so cute.
She's yeah. So
my mom is so not nerdy, so I'm very jealous.
Thanks.
Like we do not have that kind of thing in common at all.
Oh, okay.
And before this becomes an Alf live show, don't tempt them.
I can't reach my puppet.
So yeah, Greg Arley, this happens right at the end of New Hope, so it's before Empire Strikes Back. And it seems like this happens directly after New Hope. Like the award ceremony happens, and she's like, hey, they told me not to leave because there's a big bounty on my head, but Leia don't listen to anybody. Yeah. Hey, Yvonne, do you want to go with me? And it's great because it starts out with like Yvonne just talking shit. And because she doesn't think Leia hears, right? She's like, that girl sucks. You know, she's an ice princess. I can't believe she's doing that. But then she also... Like,
why are you bubbling under your breath? What do you got to say?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't say it.
Well, yeah, because she still feels this like... It's funny because she says this stuff, but she in her heart, she's a royalist. Mm-hmm. She's very loyal to the royalty of Alderaan. And so, like, the minute Leia shows up, she's like, oh, your highness bows, all this stuff. And Leia's like, nah, I don't need... Quit it. Yeah. No, she's like, I can't lose another part of my culture. This is the respect I'm supposed to give to you. And she's like, but you were talking shit just now. Just be real. I don't need this fake adoration you're giving me. But it's cute because that just like lays the groundwork for the rest of the story. Which color?
Yeah, their dynamic, the relationship between the two.
Yeah.
Okay, so just talking to you about it, I'm enjoying it a little more. That's usually what happens. Like when I do reviews, I'm like, oh, I liked it more than I thought.
No, I understand. And there's a lot in this. Like, this is definitely, I thought it was good, but I don't think it's new reader friendly. Because even I was like a little overwhelmed sometimes. And I never know if that's like a me thing. Or
I think the plot was simplistic enough. Like, not like in a bad way, but I'm just saying, like I appreciate it started right in. I keep on saying coronation scene, the award medal scenes. I give him that. And then you've got the Akbar dude.
Yeah.
Is that his name?
I'm
jumping ahead. I'm sorry. It's just the dude. Right. Yeah.
Oh wait, that's not this. I didn't think Yvonne and Leia were gonna have chemistry until the scene where they got away from Luke, and that was the cutest because like right away they get in the ship and like they need to run away, but like Luke's following them because he's like, "No, princess, like you got to come back." And she's like, "No, fuck you, I'm gonna go." And
that was like, cool how she tricked him, right?
Out. Yeah, that was cute.
With the hyperdrive part thing, technical terms.
Yeah, and we can jump around wherever. Normally, I do a quick little like summary, quicker than, but then I kind of like talking. And then let's talk about that. Okay, because later she goes to Naboo. Is it Naboo? This happens at?
Oh no, you're asking the wrong person.
Bad with locations. I don't know where they went, and this happened. I think it was on Naboo. But yeah, anyway, she sees her mom. That was so cool because like.
Yeah. Oh, I was wanting Mark Waid to come back to that. There was an Easter egg, but it was where I'm trying to find this. Okay, I'm going to find it.
I tried to save a photo and it wouldn't save.
It was magical. Like the stained glass picture itself was moving to look at her, and then it moved back. And I guess I could think of it as the Force, right?
I think it was the Force because Leia's Force sensitive.
There it is. Yeah, okay. There you go. And of course, she makes a mention of, I wish I had a sibling.
Yeah, it's cute.
Oh, look how, like, high-tech I'm being. All right. Look, she's in the light.
I think it works. I like the halo. But yeah, because you get this this Queen Amidala picture of her to the side in the classic look. And then she looks over, which is great. That proves that she, like, I mean, I don't know if I'm as... Elliot, is Amidala become a Force ghost? She doesn't have Force powers, though.
Because she's sad. She's sad on the picture.
But yeah, I think she just has a connection. And then they're able to see her, which I thought was really cool.
But look. Okay, you got to take a drink because we were reaching at the same time for the same comment.
But yeah, I know. I wish and I understand why they can't because she doesn't know still.
And there's not enough room.
That's true.
Yeah,
but selfishly, right. I do want
Dude,
it.
are there fanfics just based on this comic? Because it opens up a lot of story ideas. Like you could do a fanfic on that. Or you could do a fanfic on what happened related to the sisters and their relationship. And
there's like fanfic for everything in Star Wars. Oh yeah, let's talk about the sisters. I like them too.
Okay.
It's like, so early on, they go to they run in when they go to Naboo. They go to Naboo so they can pick up some Alderaanians there and kind of get them out, which is also a cool point because, like, why are you going there? They're literally going to look for you. It's like it's where the whole planet of the Emperor is. What are you doing?
And she jumps and headbutts a guard.
So good. Okay, princess. Can't mess with Leia. I wish there's more Leia moments like that in the movies.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's why I like the comics more, because I appreciate her having more agency. But yeah, and they pick up these musicians, right? And we get that really cute girl whose name I can't forget. Is it Jace or is that just name Jace? Tace.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like, and she was so cute too. I just thought immediately, I was like, she's just cute. Her, like, the styling of her is cute. I don't know if she's an alien or a human or what, but
Alderaanian. That's what she is.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. I know she's humanoid, right?
Yeah, but I liked following that back and forth with her and her sister because I wasn't expecting it. And also, like, broke my heart immediately when earlier on, like, she goes to talk to, like, the head of the music group or whatever, and she's like, "Hey, I just need to make a quick call to Alderaan, my sister. Like, I feel something weird." And she's like, "Ooh, yeah, no, go finish that music you're supposed to be finishing. Like, I haven't told you that your entire planet's gone yet." So awkward.
Oh, wait. Here's an update. Elliot writes all that fanfic. So, Elliot, you should, like, post a link to do they still have what's an old fanfic base? I'm trying to think of what I use.
Fanfiction.net?
Yeah. Is that still around?
Yeah, it's still around. All of my fanfics are still up.
You wrote fanfics?
Yeah, every few years I'll still get a comment. They're like, "Hey, you gonna finish the story?" I'm like, "The story I wrote when I was 14?" No.
Okay, fanfiction.net. I still have 2 saved favorites on my phone of Orin fanfics because they're canon. Okay, go ahead.
At the very beginning, Luke and Leia were a little Lannister-ish. That is
true. Just like the movie, right?
That is true.
Life journal.
Hey, finish your task. Your family's dead, but finish your job. I mean, yeah, that's basically. I know I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but do you guys think I will enjoy the comics? I do. I wasn't a big Star Wars fan. I'm more of a Star Wars fan now. But even I couldn't. There's certain runs that even I could enjoy before I got into it. Like Star Wars by Jason Aaron was nice. A lot of people talk about the Darth Vader comics.
That's what I was gonna say. Omar said the Darth Vader one was really good.
The new run of comic books, the High Republic, is very good, and I think it's very new, reader friendly because that's before all the movies. So you don't need to know any of that stuff, and it's more diverse. It feels like it's meant for now. But yeah, I think it's all about just finding the comic that suits you. To me, I think the movies are kind of lacking. I don't have a nostalgic relation to them like some people do. And if I did, maybe it'd be different. But I think what's so good about the comics and like video games, whatever else, that you get more of the things you actually want. This like world building and side characters and time.
Yeah.
Which you're not going to get.
I could see how people.
Yes, this one.
Wait, why can't I? Is it stuck? I'm trying to show Jessica's comment.
It's up on my end. The Dr. Afra one?
There we go. Wow, It was lagging or something.
That one's really good.
Dr. Afra. Yeah, Omar really liked that one. I didn't read it. What was I going to say? Oh, so I see how people can be very passionate about Star Wars because of the world building, right? That the movies are the framework, and you've got all these worlds to build.
know. I fought
to do that. I will say, who are we talking to? Gabriel. I will say, Gabriel, with this book, that to me it was pretty obvious the betrayals that were going to happen or the turnarounds,
Oh no,
so
that's true.
If you enjoy a fun story that really doesn't have mysteries, right? Because it's just, and that's like the Star Wars movies too, right? Like it's it's cool flips, like it's still cool, like, oh, badass, yeah, you're gonna beat them, but you could totally see it coming. So if that's your thing, right?
Well, yeah, I think the Princess Leia story. Of course, granted, it's only 5 issues, which is pretty easy.
Yeah, you gotta pack a lot in.
Nice. That's nice sometimes. I think the comics make the movies more enjoyable. I used to hate the prequels until I read the comics. I agree.
Oh, okay.
I think once you can get into something even outside of the regular canon, it can make the canon, like the main stuff, more fun.
Yeah.
Like the video games are great, like the old ones, Knights of the Old Republic. Like I love that one. Of course, granted, I can customize my character and romance, so that's all it takes for me. But the High Republic comic introduced the first transgender non-binary characters in Star Wars, I believe, which is cool. That is very, very cool.
When did that?
I love it. So the High Republic just started this year.
Oh, okay.
It's like the like, what's the word for it? It's basically like when the Jedi are at their best. So like there's a ton of Jedi. Mm-hmm. They're a huge organization. Things are mostly peaceful. They're very happy. And it's like way, way, way before the first movie. And it's just nice. But like the 2 comic book series right now, I think both feature like Black female Jedi as like the main characters, which is neat because we didn't have that. Diversity is low in Star Wars. They're there, but not like featured a lot of times till the new movies. But the novels are good.
It's the whole universe.
I know,
right? Like there's gonna be tons of different creatures.
Yeah.
And
so it's nice to see that there. A lot of people get mad, but what are you gonna do? Okay. I'm getting lost.
Oh, Jessica, here. While you do that, I'll share Jessica's. Books and comics allow you to get more character development in small moments that make you care more about the screen time characters do get.
Absolutely. That's how I felt about Harry Potter. But yeah, so we get that great relationship with the sisters, which is fun to watch back and forth. Mm-hmm. And, a bummer because you see where it's going.
Yeah.
And plus poor Jace. Not Jace. I keep saying Jace.
Tace.
Who's so gullible. And, just wants the best.
Right, yeah, because she misses her sister terribly. How many years they've been stuck in the music bubble.
Even though immediately her sister's like, I want you to tell me everything about Leia. Yeah. Everything she's doing. Like, I want to hear everything. It's like, you didn't catch on, but okay.
Star. Sorry, I just want to say hi. I haven't seen him in a minute.
I also really like, we get this like side character or side stuff where like they run into some other Alderaanians led by this woman named Jorah, which I only remember because I have the Wikipedia up, or else I would forget everyone's names, who is this older woman who immediately doesn't trust Leia when she gets there or believes her, and immediately tries to betray her. And yet at the end, Leia's like, yeah, okay, you can still hang out with us. Like, are you serious?
Everybody matters. She's like, every Alderaanian matters. And
Leia is too good for them. But yeah, brings her on to help out, and then like eventually they have this really weird, interesting, like, I wanted more of this, exploring this relationship, but they run into some other like half Alderaanians. Basically like some Alderaanians that left the planet, went somewhere else, and got together with like the natives. Mm-hmm. And so they're like half Alderaani and half the native species. And immediately Jorah's like, no, turns her nose up, like, I will not dilute our race any further. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to know more about
this could definitely be at least 12 issues.
Yeah.
Fleshing that out. Every stop they make, different planet to save people, right? It's cool. Mark Waid brings up an issue. No pun intended. Okay, so I'm looking at that part.
I like Jorah was an intergalactic Karen.
Yes, she was.
That is true.
Can you see? It says. How do you pronounce that? Oh, it's not pew pew. It's P-yow. You know, right? The sound effect.
Oh yeah.
Lasers. At first glance, I was like, "Oh, are they
no, I don't know.
Pew pew." Sounds like a cat.
It does kind of sound like a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not much more, kind of past that. Like they go to help the, I think they're called Alder Esperions, the half-bred race or whatever. And at the end of that, they kind of get them to join the fight, and then that's kind of where we end. But we get this really great scene at the end of the book with
because it's a time loop, and they go back and give medals. It's all a time loop. The end.
But yeah, at the end, we get this nice moment because Leia needs to go back and help do other things, right? But once she recruits the Elder Esperons and whatever else. But like, we get this great moment at the end before Leia goes to rejoin the rebellion with her and Yvonne, who like basically is slowly coming to the side of Leia, which I liked. I liked their, even if the rest of us wasn't here, I liked their relationship. You
skipped the pivotal moment that she said, "This is what changed my mind about you."
Let's talk about
that.
Now I was getting to the end so we could talk about their whole relationship.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well,
talk about.
I was just gonna mention the her Leia taking Tasa's sister's place, right?
Oh yeah.
That what's her name? What's Tasa's sister's name?
Okay,
well, it's her sister.
Tula.
Tula. Okay, thank you. She's working for the Klingons. I mean, the and
more Star Trek comics. I want to talk about Star Trek. I understand Star Trek more.
And bad dude's like, "Well, hey, I'll trade her for you." And Leia's like, "Okay, because we're gonna get your sister back." And so she goes and trades herself. And then what happens?
Well, she doesn't get all the way there, does she?
Yeah, she gets all the way there on the planet, and she's walking to the ship. Leia is, and then a bunch of spaceships show up and save her because what's his name had some tracking prowess.
Yeah, that's what I meant. She doesn't get actually captured.
And so when they come back and they've got the traitor sister in tow, I thought it was odd her Leia and Evan's reaction. Okay, well, Tasa's reaction makes sense, right? She like covered her hair, cut it or something because she didn't want to be confused for her traitor sister.
Yeah.
But then Leia and Evan kind of just look at each other like one of those knowing glances, like wink, like, "Oh, they'll be just fine." And I'm like, this is some heavy stuff. That's a really weird expression. Yeah, Evan's got the smirk and Leia's looking at her smiling.
Well, because this whole book, they've just like, now there's like, no, we forgive everybody eventually. This racist white lady, it's fine. She can still hang out.
That part, I was like, maybe it's the artwork. I don't know. It just seemed kind of odd.
No, I mean, I think that makes sense. Like, because like the growth that they've, like, Yvonne and Leia had this whole time makes like it makes sense they both act that way. Because by that point, Yvonne's like, okay, I get it. I understand Leia. She would, because like she would sacrifice herself for just one person.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, no, every Alderaan.
Then I like that part then.
But man.
Okay, so it comes back to what you were saying. So about Evan and what she says to Leia.
Oh, just that she like, I like that bit at the end because finally she's, because Leia keeps beating herself up throughout the whole book. And finally Yvonne's like, okay, no, don't. Like, I know I gave you a hard time. And I know I said all those things, but don't you see that I've started to go off the whole, like, not calling you Your Highness or ma'am.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't notice, right? That was
I didn't either until she brought it up. And she's like,
really cool.
You are a princess. Like, you are all of those things. And I misjudged you. And there's just, like, they hug, and Yvonne cries, and it's so sweet. I kind of thought they had a thing. I kind of felt some.
Did you?
I felt some romantic chemistry. Maybe Jessica. I'll see what Jessica says.
I kind of saw it as like, well, yeah, like you were saying, that Evan definitely learned to respect her. And I felt like Leia respected her the whole time, right? Because at the beginning, she's like, you got something to say it. Of course, she's not happy, right? But she doesn't have to be. She still says, you need to tell it to my face. However, I did try to did date multiple gay boys, so maybe I can't tell.
I think it's probably just as a queer woman, I look into it too much. Elliot's always like, why can't they just be friends? And I'm like,
why can't
the body language says otherwise.
Does it? Oh,
I thought so. I was getting some vibes, but I was getting vibes from Yvonne from the beginning. I was like, are you gay?
I'm listening. I'm just looking.
Jessica said she'd ship it.
Oh, I thought that was a piece of cake. I understand. I know what shipping it is. Just looking over here. Just like, cake? Is that word for sex?
I did date multiple gay boys. Omar makes more sense now.
I was like, you're not allowed to turn out gay because what? No, I married you. My gaydar is busted.
Kristen, Kristen, you, me,
they're never just friends.
But that's us. That's me and Kristen reading anything. We're like, I kind of get. I would love a series that takes place when Leia finds out who.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I would like more time with that, especially because I just want Amidala to have more time. I want her to have more stuff. I know she does, but like I want more. Just I don't do some like timey-wimey force magic stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that would be easy, right?
Yeah, well, they did that in the Lego movie. the Star Wars Lego movie did that. Rey went to the past and got to meet everybody. It's really good.
Oh, I think I do remember that. I watched it, but I think only bits and pieces.
It's pretty cute. Welcome, Craig.
What was you were saying? Timey-wimey. I haven't heard anybody say that forever. I miss that. I used to say it all the time too. But yeah, you're definitely right. They can do that. You could do a story off of Evan. Anybody else? Jorah, like where how she grows as a character.
Well, I would just like more. I feel nerdy, but like I could read some books on some Alderanian like politics. I'm curious now.
Oh, I had up what James said about the speech.
Oh yeah,
we had to talk about the speech.
Yeah, because Leia gives that speech to kind of like, not on purpose, but on purpose, get the Alder Esperons to help after Jorah messes it up so bad for her.
She's like, how did you hear it? And R2-D2
beamed it
directly to that dude that got offended. And then he heard it and he was like, oh, well, this is what it's really about. Like, this is what, that Jorah didn't represent everybody.
Yeah. It was definitely a very Ezra level speech.
It was.
I want more Star Wars Rebels all the time. I think you would like it, Melly, because I think what got me with Rebels is that I didn't have to know anybody. They were like, okay, here's a brand new set of characters.
Mm-hmm.
And the main character is basically Aladdin. And he gets adopted by some space pirates.
He's basically Aladdin?
Yeah, because he's like a street urchin kid.
Oh, okay.
And so it feels very anime, just right off the bat. And I think that's what I like. I was like, I'm tired of being stuck inside of like a canon that I need to know all the other stuff for. It was nice, same with like Mandalorian, to just be given something new that I don't have to know anything.
Gotcha. Because if you didn't grow up with it, it's a lot of work to figure out all this stuff. So I definitely understand.
But yeah, I guess we can just chill after this. We basically talked about the book. I mean, the art's very good. We talked about the art. I think the art's fantastic, but I love Dodson's art.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about the art.
It's beautiful. Maddie, Aladdin Space Pirates and anime are hitting all my interests. That's literally what Rebels is. Honestly. I did save a couple. But like Dodson has a very like, oh, this isn't very good quality. But like when you see Terry Dodson's art, you know it's Terry Dodson. But it's beautiful. I think it's just
so just even inside the comic, a lot of Leia's stances are very statuesque.
Mm-hmm.
Like just the way she's holding her hands, or and her body's very regal, of course, right? That makes sense. But I mean, he's very statuesque.
Terry makes every woman just so pretty, except for like Jorah, who's an old mean Karen. But I loved.
And some panels that was spot on. The actual actress who played Leia.
Yeah, I agree. I was worried because
Leia,
because like Dodson's. I feel like a lot of Dodson's like female characters look very similar. Like they look different, but they still look very similar. But still, I was really impressed that like I would look at him like, oh, okay, I see Leia. I do actually see. And like when they did Leia's dad, he looked just like the actor. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Which I appreciate, like, because I feel like a lot of people do like art of real people, like comic book versions of movies or shows or whatever. That's a hard skill set because you have to make it look like them, but not be too much like them to where it's like, it's weird and not so unlike them that you're like, I don't understand. Which, as a Buffy fan, happens a lot. So
What about? Does it remind you of Adventure Time?
No, I'm surprised.
I don't see it.
That's interesting because that's not an art style I would compare it to. But I love me some Adventure Time.
Yeah, I thought Leia's dad was Darth Vader.
Well, I meant like her adopted dad.
No, we're rewriting it.
Oh, I like great. The problem that I have with artists like Dodson's, they never do enough stuff. I don't think you can. Like, I think like because they put so much detail in there, they don't really skimp. And if you're gonna do that, you have to really take time. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
DBZ All-Star. Never had a friend like me, you ain't. Oh my goodness, you added everybody.
All right, let's go ahead and rate it out of 10, and then we'll just chill.
Okay. I
would give. Okay, I'll start with that help. I'm leaning towards like a 6.57, only because I think it's really good, but I don't think it was anything like that blew my mind away.
Yeah,
like I enjoyed it, but it's not like I left it being like, oh man, I learned so much about Leia. I'm so in love with it. It's just like, okay, it's fine.
I agree. I was gonna say 6.5. That it's not bad. Like I said, that it was really predictable with the twists and turns. But yeah, I really like the artwork. It was a fun read. You can use it like a palette cleanser if you're really heavy, and you want something that's straightforward and just fun. Yeah, that's what I'd recommend it for.
Yeah, and like they even, because this was short, there's like a collected edition that has like this Lando and something else, because they're all short, so they just put them all in the same like oversized hardcover. And I think that works for it. I think if this was longer, I would feel differently, because I think you could take your time.
Yeah. On the other hand, I think this would be rate high for readability, just because it is so self-contained, right? You could just a couple of years and then read it again. Chewbacca. That's what.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Oh yeah, what do you all give it? 5 exploding Eldoranians out of 10? Or I'm sorry, just the planet, not the people. I was thinking the people exploding. 5 exploding Alderaans out of 10.
I do say people are interested in reading more like lighthearted Star Wars stuff that you don't need a ton of knowledge for, but that's just fun. I really recommend. There's like this IDW. I should have looked it up before I started talking about it. It's like a Star Wars Adventures book. It's called Star Wars Adventures.
Oh, okay.
It's by IDW. And IDW writes like the more kid-oriented stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like an anthology. It's just like little short stories with all of the different characters. They have a similar like animated show on Disney Plus that's like 3 minutes an episode.
Gotcha. Lots of people are agreeing with 7s. Okay, and in lots of people, I mean 3. But it's in a row.
Hey, it's a lot to me.
So we got 5, 7, 7, 7.
So now we chill. What's up? What's new? Oh yeah, Star Wars High Republic Adventures. I also really like. DBZ All Star.
7 or 6. So I had adventures in trying to figure out the Discord, right?
I think we did great.
I was just thinking, or I was asking Maddie earlier, somebody had talked about that you could theme the Discord and stuff. So I definitely want to do that. And
we have a Discord, everybody.
Because
if you're a Patreon user,
at
a certain level,
for patrons only, and it's $5 tier and up. You have access to the Discord, and we've got suggestions for channels. Besides like stuff, places for silly stuff, you sell and trade, depending on your region, or there's a spoilers chat. I can't remember off the top of my head. Yeah,
so like just chilling, like gaming, like you have the audio chats too at the bottom.
Well, see, I've never done that before.
Oh, okay. Well, if anyone joins in, sometimes I just chill on Discord to chill and talk. So
Paul Rudd does. The guy that changed his name to Paul Rudd. I see down there. I'm too scared to do it. But so yeah, I've never been on Discord before. It's really fun, and I was like, "How is everybody getting these memes so quickly? How y'all finding them and uploading them?"
That's hilarious. Like all of my friends all hang out on Discord. Like if you want to play games with friends, or watch a movie with friends, or play Jackbox, all over Discord.
Oh, my daughter asked for Jackbox a couple of days ago. She was like, "Can you all play Jackbox again? That was fun."
Oh,
so wait, Hayden, dang nabbit. You tricked me. There's a Discord. Yes, there's a Discord.
Nocturne. Okay, I love that you remember that I love Hey Say Jump. It is a Japanese boy band that I fell in love with in high school because one of the guys in the group was in a live action show called Goku-sen.
Mm-hmm. One of the guys in the boy band?
In the band, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the high school. You knew.
I was in high school, and I think they were high school age too, some of them. But they're my favorite, like, Japanese boy band in high school. Mm-hmm. I still sing Mai Onaka no Shadow Boy at karaoke, which I am 29. But I love that song. But yes, so there is a Discord.
Kato left the group?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It happens.
I guess it's been years and years, though, huh? But in your heart, right? In your fandom, in your heart, it should last forever.
It does.
Yeah, if you're They Might Be Giants fan, it does. It's been 40 years. Yeah, 40 years. Like this year.
Wait, is the Goku-sen live action any good? I love the manga and anime. I love the live action. It's cheesy, but like there's 3 seasons of Goku-sen. They'll change the main hot boy every time, but like the first season has Matsumoto Jun from Arashi in it. And then like third season they've got Cutie from Hey Say Jump. I really liked it. Maddie, can you send me an invite? Like I can't. That's only for patrons, $5 patrons. So I cannot.
But he is. Am I confused?
If you are, then you should have a link in there.
Yeah, I thought I saw you on there, although I do have a horrible memory. Maybe it was somebody funny like you, Hayden.
We just assume you're always there, Hayden. That's what it is.
Yeah.
What's up, Maddie? Sorry, Jaden. Jaden's my boy.
Hi, Maddie's boy.
It's my BOI boy.
Oh, okay. Boy. And Lydia and I have been reading Mermaid Saga. Have you read Mermaid Saga?
I haven't, but I'm gonna have to now because Kristen was telling me about it and it sounds great. Oh, I need you to read something. You and the girls. It's called A Man and His Cat.
That sounds familiar.
It's like 3 or 4 volumes. It is so good, Melanie. I can't even talk to you about it without crying because I love it so much. And
you have a lot of
I mean that
manga. That sounds familiar.
It is the cat manga.
And
we get asked this a lot because
is it better than What's Michael?
Yes.
Okay. I can see that.
Chris and I talk about cat manga and books on the show all the time. And A Man and His Cat is the one. Mm-hmm. It is so good. Ooh, also
Lydia's obsessed with cats, so she gotta
read it. Also, we recently read Utena because we bought the box set. And man, I didn't realize that manga is so different.
Yeah, I watched the anime and read the manga. I don't think I finished the manga.
It is
really different.
Very different.
I get confused in both. So
yeah.
Boy, is it pretty.
I was telling Kristen because she had only read the manga, so we read it together to review. And I was like, it's way different. Like Uchin doesn't even turn into a car at the end. And she's like, what? I was like, that is not a joke. That is a true statement. Usha doesn't turn into a car, and no one turns into a cow. Weird.
Oh, I don't remember the cow part.
It's a filler episode with that like snooty girl turns into a cow.
Oh man, that was very traumatic and epic. Climbing those stairs up the tower to go fight with the swords every time.
So beautiful. I'll never forget. There's a subgenre of manga about cats. There should be.
I bet.
I need to do a show of just like all my favorite cat manga.
That's a really good topic. Your top 10. I'm sure you could do 10, right?
Oh, absolutely. Cheese Sweet Home, Man is Cat. What's Michael or whatever. With a cat and a dog, every day is fun.
Oh, I don't know that one.
It's so good. Also, the anime is like 3-minute episodes or 1-minute episodes. Ellie and I watched it before bed. It's hilarious.
Aww.
It's so good. Oh, Scotty G, thank you.
Aww. Maddie's Super Tuesday. Keep up the great reviews.
Scotty G, you're too nice to me. You show up here. So nice. You're going to make my head all big.
Yeah, ask her a question. Make her earn it. Ask her a question like, who's your favorite? But name 2 random obscure Star Wars characters and make her pick her favorite.
Oh, God. No, please don't.
You just act like you know it. You're like, oh, definitely, blah, blah, blah.
Philip, it was good. I mean, we rated like a 6.57, so it was good for what it was. It wasn't anything like blowing away. But for 5 issues, you know, that's good. Well, sad to have missed you. It was a lot of fun. Oh man, Greg Garloo, I'm so jealous. Spent $80 in comics. It's not even everything for last month yet.
Oh wow.
I'm looking forward to this promotion.
You chose the recognition tier? Maybe I am wrong. Maybe you genuinely have it. Recognition tier is where you get your name at the end of the credits. We update it every Friday. You get your name at the end of the credits, plus all the stuff in the tiers behind. Like, we're going to do an Ask Me Anything with Omar this Saturday evening. You can join it live. And I'm going to feel really silly if he is just messing with me. There you go.
Darth Vader, Kylo Ren. I feel like I want to say Kylo Ren, but I just really love Adam Driver.
Well, that's fine.
I think he's very attractive.
I can see that. I like tall and lanky men.
I do too.
And then he's got his shirt off and stuff like that.
I love me some awkward men.
Yeah. Actually, he's a little too buff. Just a little too buff.
Oh, I totally get that. No, I understand. I relate. It's funny because like I am a like queer woman, and so my choice in men is very different. Because in men, I'm like, weird looking guys. Is what I like. And in women, I'm like, yes, this buff goddess, this muscular buff goddess. I love her. But if a guy's too buff, I'm like, no. And I've dated like trainers, like fitness trainers. I'm like, no.
Willem Dafoe in Spider-Man. He's like, I need to rectify certain inequities. I was like, you can rectify my inequities any day. When he's walking down those stairs, I like him near the grave.
I get it. Totally.
Oh,
Lionheart, thank you.
Thank
Eminem
you,
hosting Over Your
Lionheart.
New Reader. Keep up the good work. Thank you. M&Ms are also my favorite, so.
M&Ms are good. Jose,
for sure, men doughy or women thick. Yeah, I sure do. Like when Thor gained some weight because he's just been hanging out, he's a little depressed. I love it. What can I say?
I always had a crush on Jack Skellington, so I like him skinny.
Maddie, my dreads are tall. I'm like, yeah, I know you have dreads. That's so cool, Lionheart.
Really? That's cool.
I never know what anybody looks like. They all know what we look like, but I don't know what anybody looks like. I know what Hayden looks like. And Jessica, because Jessica and I FaceTimed.
Right. And her picture's right there. Sometimes I pop in and say hi when Omar does consultations. And I'm like, hey, I get like Aria. I got to meet yesterday. I'm like, I know what you look like.
I want to meet Aria.
Where are we?
I do get to hang out with Ace next week. I'm going to be on Ace's YouTube channel next Wednesday night.
We are too. High five.
The same night?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I doubt she would do 2 in a row. 10. I said I'd stay up for her.
Yeah.
Yes. So everybody, but yep. Wednesday next week. Wednesday.
Hayden, we're literally friends on Facebook.
How do you know what I look like?
I know what you look like.
And that see, that's I don't believe you.
But yeah, you were on the show,
I
so
don't believe
we've
you.
seen each other.
Oh, this is a good question. Who is the best actor to play Joker? My opinion, Jack Nicholson.
Ooh.
Nope. Because it's too Jack Nicholson. Nope. I only like Jack Nicholson in As Good as It Gets. I went to the Cuckoo's Nest.
Mark Hamill.
Yes, right? Yes.
I don't think anybody else, everybody else does it. I mean, like, they're just not the Joker to me.
Yeah.
Mark Hamill's the Joker.
And might have some nostalgia in there too, right?
Oh,
yeah. We grew up watching Batman. But regardless, if you step out of nostalgia, objectively, he's a great voice actor. He's got the voice down pat.
Yeah. And I think, like, you know, even after reading more and more, like, DC comics, like, there's just a certain archetype, I think, to me, is the Joker for me. Oh, so, like, new edgy Joker is fine. I can appreciate for what it is. But to me, it's like an Elseworlds. It's not, like, real DC.
Batman Arkham Asylum. I love that story with the Joker and Mark Hamill's performance. I think that's a definitive Joker story. So Heath Ledger, I did like his too.
I want to say Joaquin Phoenix for the memes. Hayden is coming up at left field with Cameron. I can never pronounce his last name. He was in Shameless and also was in Jedi: The Last Order, but he played the Joker in Gotham. So like, I didn't watch Gotham, so I don't know.
I didn't either. Maybe I'll watch one episode. Mask of the Phantasm is the best Batman movie. It's really good.
It's a good choice. Awful with name spellings. So am I. It's fine. I'm awful with name just saying, and maybe it's the ADHD, but like I'll just forget a word like that I know, or a name I know. Even friends of mine, I'll go to say it and it's gone.
Yeah, no, I do too. I mean, just watch us doing this review. We're like, yeah, star something. Like, yeah,
I know it's so bad.
That's why I need to write down my thoughts for videos in order to collect them beforehand.
Oh yeah, I have to write a guide for literally everything.
I completely understand.
Like I've got some books that were given to me that I need to make reviews for, so I have to keep the list so I never forget. And I have to write down what my thoughts immediately after I read the book because I will not remember in time to like record.
And then Omar's like, I read this 20 years ago, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Elliot's the same way. He can remember everything. I don't have it. I don't have that working memory, which is why I have to read right before a show because it's just not going to happen. Oh, good question. So, Jessica, next week, Kristen is coming on the show. It's her birthday.
Yay!
So she's coming on the show, and so is.
Oh, she didn't take a month. It's not her birthday month.
No, but she's a guest.
Oh, okay.
So she's gonna be on the channel, and so is Jessie Gender, my new YouTuber friend, who's fantastic. And we are reading Thirsty Mermaids. You would love this.
I'm trying to see the.
I don't
understand the cover.
It's just a mermaid. I gotta make sure I'm not showing any mermaid boobs.
Oh,
but
okay.
These mermaids, like, I keep forgetting. This happened in my haul video too.
Oh man, I didn't think about that. When we do a review of Mermaid Saga, I have to make sure not to show boobs.
Yeah,
that's cute.
But these like 3 mermaids go to shore because they want more alcohol. Because they find alcohol at the bottom of the sea, right? And they drink it and they got
thirsty.
And so they're like, well, we can go up there because they've got to have some, and we'll just use our magic turn to humans. And so they do, which is hilarious. They don't have clothes. They're various body types too, and they don't really know how to talk to people that well. And so they get to land. They get some alcohol, but they can't turn themselves back because now they're humans. They don't have like mermaid power.
Magic. Oh.
So they have to like kind of learn to live on land while trying to figure out how to get home. And it's very cute and comical and cartoonish and so great. And there's still some like great like talks about like body dysmorphia and stuff. But it's so good. So we're talking about that next week.
Who published it?
It's it says G on the side. So I don't know. Gallery Books.
Gallery Books.
So it's simonandschuster.com. I don't know. But it's by Kat Leigh. She also did Snapdragon by First Second, which is very good. Your girls would love that if they haven't read it. Yeah.
I think I tried at a bookstore once. They're picky. That's okay. They get it from me. Somebody earlier said that my hoodie matches your setup.
It does. I'm glad to get one.
It's pretty crispy. Is that a good thing? I'm assuming it's a good thing, but do you know what that means? What's crispy?
I'm gonna assume you mean fresh. Like you look good.
Crispy.
Gallery 13. Okay, that's who it is. Thank you. What a great idea for a story. Philip, it's good. It's a good book. It's just fun. I recommend it. Now, it's not child appropriate necessarily. I would say this is like a teen to adult book, but just some language, and then they got their boobs out. So I have the book in my to read pile without the dust jacket in honor of the occasion, and I'm completely team dust jacket. Ugh, El Denver. Hate dust jackets. There's very few exceptions. And one is Harley by
oh my gosh, that's what I was gonna say.
Shape and Sedgwick. It's the most beautiful dust jacket.
I'm indifferent.
Favorite Buffy character? Do you have a favorite Buffy character?
Oh yeah.
Who's your favorite?
Well, I say oh yeah, and then I'm like, wait a second, maybe I don't know. Because at first I think Xander. Man, what happens between him and
Anya?
Anya, I was gonna say Arya. That's sad. Like that's messed up. Oh,
and spoiler alert, I've read all the comic books that are like canon, so everything that happens after the season's done for the show. Anya is the one character that never comes back. Never.
I think
it's sad.
Yes, Xander. Who's yours?
I mean, it's a hard decision. Kristen says Spike and Faith. Philip says Spike. I don't know. I really like Giles a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But
when man, he can sing.
No, but she's not actually her though, Hayden. She's there, but it's not her.
No. That's a show.
I'm gonna go with Giles.
Giles. That's a show I really liked, and I didn't like the main character. She got on my nerves. I really like Buffy. But yeah, the stories were good. It was so fun to watch. Oh man,
it's great. Well, the comics are good too. Chris and I, we just buy all the Buffy comics. So if you ever need to borrow any of them, they're all in my basement.
So every one of them. So the books go by seasons, right?
And they're wicked out of print. So out of print.
Really?
Yeah. Why aren't there fangirl shirts? Chris and I've talked about it, but we talked about it in the last show. We're like, well, would it actually just? We always joke that our show should be called "Dickin' Around" because we just hang out. So we realize we can't make shirts like that because I don't like wearing, you know.
Well, okay. So I'd say Spreadshop, I wouldn't let you print that for the for it being option on the design to print it. But yeah, you could. It's free to set up. You could just like get the Fangirls Ensemble.
I think we're gonna commission somebody. Maybe we'll do us as cats or something.
Oh, that would be a good idea. Yeah. And anybody else who wants to try a Spreadshop?
Do it, girl.
You can
do your pitch.
All right, I got this. You can for free, even if it's just like, hey, we're going to family reunion and we're gonna have our name on shirts. You could do it on Spreadshop for free, and then and if you're making it for like a comic book store or something like that, it's really easy to use.
And look how nice that hoodie is. Look at that.
This is a unisex. Okay, genuinely.
I like the cuff of your shirt. It looks nice.
Terry hoodie.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to wear a coat today. It was like 50. But I like how it fits with the unisex style. And then like, oh,
that's a look.
Look, his hood is tight.
Melanie is getting ready to get on her bicycle with her alien and fly off into the sky.
Arya would wear your shirt.
Did you know?
Your shirt.
Did you know that E.T. is canon in Star Wars?
Really?
Yeah. So E.T. is literally a race in Star Wars.
That is so cool. Guys. How did you know that? Who said it?
He's in the movie. In the prequel, you can see it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Little fact. Little fact for you. Okay, this is unrelated, but I know we're over time. Melanie, have you watched Mighty Ducks yet? I'm going to ask everybody I know if they've watched Mighty Ducks, so everybody watches Mighty Ducks. The new show.
I have not. I didn't plan on it.
Oh my God, please. Who do I have to talk to my friend group to watch Mighty Ducks?
Sunday, I had to work recreation at school, and in the gym, they played like an episode of it in the background.
It's so good.
And nobody was watching it. They put music on.
Everyone else gets excited for Falcon and Winter Soldier on Fridays, but the first thing I do when we get up, I'm like, Ellie, can we watch Mighty Ducks before I go to work?
Well, you're not the only one.
So good. Yeah. Okay, well, I guess we're over time, but let me do my spiel. Thank you all so much for watching and hanging out. Melanie, thank you for hanging out with just me.
Oh, yeah.
We don't get to do that. We're always with, like, somebody else.
Yeah. This is a lot of fun. This video is not sponsored by Spreadshirt. This video is sponsored by Cheap Graphic Novel. James, it is sponsored by Spreadshirt. That was my first try.
She killed it.
No.
It was good. I mean, kill it in a good way. As in, like, it's a good thing.
Oh, okay.
Good job.
Yeah. Why am I so nervous?
Oh,
I promise I'll do better next time.
You did great.
Yeah, they like the commercial that I made with Omar. So I really do like the products. That's why I picked them. There you go.
Yeah. And I think they look very good.
Oh, thanks.
So I hope you all like this video. If you read Princess Leia and you have some thoughts, you can join us live in the chat and comment down below with your thoughts so we can talk about it. Subscribe if you haven't. If you haven't subscribed and you just found this, that's really cool. Mm-hmm. I hope that you come back and watch other comic book videos. I'm here every Tuesday, live, 8 p.m. Eastern. I'll be back next week talking about Thirsty Mermaids with Kristen, aka Comic Slayer, and Jessie Gender. And I need to check the Patreon to see what manga won for the last week of this month. But we will be reading a manga, and I will announce it either next week or sometime. But yeah, so I hope you all have a good night. Stay safe.
And tomorrow, Omar will be interviewing the author-creator of Battle Cats. By
awesome.
Studios at 1:00, and you if you join in for the live chat, he'll give instructions on how to enter the contest to win free copies of Battle Cats.
Oh,
that's at 1 p.m. Eastern, It's not standard time anymore. What is it? Eastern
I
daylight
just say
time.
Eastern.
Eastern time. Eastern time.
I'm never gonna remember it.
Yeah.
But yeah, have a good night, everybody, and thank you so much.
Yeah, good night, Star Wars fan. You should go to sleep now.